Hey everybody, it's Clay, the old school gamer, and sit back, relax, chill out for just a couple minutes while I let you guys enjoy this little cinematic on Resistance 3. I will be right back with some of my initial thoughts. Until then, enjoy.
Tell me I'm crazy. What the hell is it?
It's a terraformer. Susan, you there?
I was just gonna call you. A guy just walked into town. Says he knows you. Get a few drones following him. I've got everyone underground just in case.
No, we won't be safe underground. We have to evacuate the town.
Evacuate? What's going on?
Get down!
Thanks, Joe.
Susan.
Hey everybody, it's Clay, the old school gamer, and welcome to my initial thoughts video on Resistance 3. This is actually, I guess, my first time to ever really play Resistance. For those of you that don't know, I like doing a lot. I like playing a lot of games. I do a lot of different reviews. But typically, whenever I do these reviews, I start off with an initial thoughts video, and then I kind of go through and bring you guys clips of the games that I choose to play, kind of as I go. This one, there's a lot of games coming out here around Christmas time that I'm really excited about, and so unfortunately I'm not going to have time to do a full-on review of this game, and I don't really like jumping in the middle of the story too. So I've got Resistance 1, I've got Resistance 2, and I haven't played, and jumping into Resistance 3. So kind of what I think I'm going to do here is after Christmas and after I get some of the new games played that I'm looking forward to playing, I'm thinking about going back and starting with Resistance 1 and just kind of making my way through Resistance 1, 2, and 3 and see what I think about it. You know, any thoughts you guys have? If you guys are Resistance fans, let me know, because I would like to know what you think about this series. So far, with my experience with Resistance 3, it has been fun. I have enjoyed playing Resistance 3. I've kind of got into the story, but then again, I'm a little bit of loss because, like I said, I'm starting the story like mid-stride here. You know, so I'm not really familiar with what's been going on in the beginning, and that's something I usually don't do. And typically, if I have the opportunity, I will go back and play previous games before I get into the sequels. But anyway, I was really excited about the release of this game, so I wanted to at least play it for just a little while to see what it was all about and be able to bring you guys a video and let you know what exactly I thought of it. So anyway, I guess a little bit about the game. I will say that the one thing that stuck out as soon as I put the game in was the graphics. You know, it just seems like today that by default everything should be in 1080, and this one, it was unfortunately only at 720. So especially with the PlayStation and having the Blu-ray discs and being able to put that extra, I mean, I don't know, it just seems like you know, now with that 1080 should just be almost standard. And so that was one of the negative things that I knew from the second I put the game in, and it's something it's just kind of hard to bypass. One of the coolest features that I found on this game was actually it has full button layout customization. So you can go in and remap your entire button layout to be exactly how you want. So games that maybe by default are not, I don't know, easy to get used to, you could completely remap it and make it exactly like you like it. For instance, if you're a big Call of Duty fan and the default on this button layout is not how you like it, you can go through and remap it and make it exactly like the tactical layout on Call of Duty, which I think is extremely cool. In fact, I know Aska Capper, that's something that he's been pushing for Call of Duty for a while now. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he finds himself enjoying, or if he tests out Resistance 3, ends up enjoying just for the fact that you can completely remap the button layout however you see fit. Anyway, that was one of the very, very coolest things that I saw about this game. There were a handful of guns that I had an opportunity to use. I didn't get too far into the game, but as far as the weapon loadouts go, there's a lot of fun weapons on this game. So all the weapons, they have a primary function and a secondary function. For instance, the assault rifle I've got here, the primary, of course, is just the straight-on target bullets and shoot aliens. The secondary function on it is it will lock on a target, and then no matter which way you turn or where you go, those bullets will curve and actually hit the target. So if I am using my primary function and shooting at an enemy, and then switch to the secondary function and it need to run away, I can lock on that target, do a 180, sprint as fast as I can away while I'm shooting, and those bullets will actually curve behind me and go around and kill my target that I had locked on, which is I mean, it can be pretty useful to be able to do that. And there are a handful of really cool guns on here. I mean, I'm sure there are others that I'll unlock kind of as I go, that I haven't messed with yet. I mean, I haven't gotten very far into the game. I think as far as I've gotten is Chapter 8. I'm not really sure how far the game goes, but I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, the guns on this are enough that I'm looking forward to picking up my next gun, and seeing what it does. There was one in particular that was like a electrifying gun, a lightning gun, and you basically, the secondary on that was you threw down this sensor, and any enemies that walked by it just like shocked them till they died. So it was extremely useful for taking down a large group of enemies. One thing that I did notice about this, and this is just something that I would have liked to have had, it's not necessarily a game breaker, but there were a lot of times that I would spend my time running around trying to figure out exactly where I was supposed to go for a particular mission. There is no HUD on this game, and no way of really, unless the aliens are shooting you, no real way of knowing exactly where they are. So there's a lot of time, like right here, you've got to kill all the aliens before you move on to the next part. Well, I'm running around checking all of the different areas looking for aliens, and I would have liked if I could have known where they were, just to kind of keep the game moving and going a little bit faster. With the that see-through-the-wall rifle, I don't know really what it's called, so I don't know. The cool rifle, I'll just call it the cool sniper rifle. I ended up where I was pulling that gun out, even though I didn't have any ammo, and trying to find where the enemies were. Snuck up right behind me. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if I had been able to see that enemy was right there, it would have been extremely nice. This game, it is available for different difficulties. You have easy, medium, and hard. Of course, I'm playing here on easy, which it was fun. In fact, there were even difficult parts with the easy, and I've just started. So I've kind of heard that the Resistance series is a pretty hard, and so it should offer a challenge for anybody that is looking for whatever challenge you want. If you want something that's gonna take you a while to finish, I'm sure you can pull it off by putting this on the hard. If you want something that is still a challenge but just allows you to stay with the story and not kind of lose track of what's going on, easy's a perfectly good way to be able to do that. Also, as you go through the game, you can pick up points and gather points and save them up and actually spend them on some of the extra features that they have in the game. And some of that stuff is they actually, I believe, have cheats and different play styles, as well as unlockable artwork that they had in the development of the game. So there's a lot of cool things that you can look at, and achievements that you can unlock and get points for. And so yeah, I thought that was one thing that was kind of pretty interesting and pretty cool. Anyway, guys, the actual gameplay is coming to an end here. I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of a first look, for me especially, at Resistance 3. I'm looking forward to grabbing Resistance 1 and Resistance 2 and having the time to go through and actually play those. Anyway, guys, until next time, feel free to rate, comment, or subscribe. This is the Old School Gamer. I am out. Have a pleasant day. Peace.